Hello everyone. Today we will be covering experiment number 6, which is Ansible. All right. So Ansible is a software configuration management tool. I have mistakenly also stated, not mistakenly, actually, it is provisioning tool, but it doesn't really provide that much of provisioning. So provisioning we did see in using Terraform, that is making of servers, assigning um, these hardwares. Okay, so that was basically in using Terraform. Ansible, however, is concerned with all the software configurations, that is installation, changing of versions, or anything that is related to software. Okay, so it is a push type of configuration management tool. When I say push configuration management, it basically means that uh, the Ansible controller is basically having a single list of all the softwares, as well as the list of the inventory, that is what all nodes are connected, and what all software should be on those nodes. Okay, so whenever it wants to update, it can just simply uh, update all the softwares from the central place, that is the Ansible controller. And there is no separate list in the nodes. All right. In pull configuration, however, sorry, in pull configuration, uh, there are two uh, list of softwares, one with the nodes and the other with the controllers. And the example of such a software is Puppet. All right. So we are going to see Ansible. Requirements for which is that we should have one uh, node machine, which is the controller, and it should always be Linux. Okay. So we are using three instances over here. The three instances are the same instances that we formed in this particular automation, that is provisioning uh, using Terraform. Okay, so infrastructure automation using Terraform. This key, that is the Terraform key, and at the end, if you remember, at the end, we got these two public IP addresses, and those are the two public IP addresses we are going to be using right now. Okay, so Ansible, uh, in continuing with the those infrastructures that we created, we are going to uh, install softwares on those two. Okay, so one will act as the controller, and the two that are newly created will act as nodes. On one machine, we will install the testing software Selenium, and on the other we will install Jenkins, okay, which is a continuous integration software, right? So these are not just random choices; these are actually the next two practicals that we will be performing. Okay, so we'll first see Jenkins and then followed by Selenium. Okay, so how do we go about doing this? All right. So first we establish SSH connection with Ansible controller, as well as nodes. Okay, so and sorry, and nodes. All right. But all the reason I wrote only Ansible controller is because basically you are only uh, performing all the commands. You're writing all the commands on the controller. Okay, nothing is written on the nodes. The controller is supposed to push all the configurations from its side. Okay, so if we see, we have this is our controller, and these two are our worker nodes. Okay, so if you are able to see, this one is uh, 3123, 31.23.78, Let's see, 23.78 and 17.18. Okay, so this is 17.108 private IP address 17.108. It should be the second one, right? 17.108, and worker one will be the one which is on the upper side. Okay, so 23.78. Okay, so 23.78. IP addresses, public IP addresses, I guess have not changed from the last time. I'm not very sure, but since I have added them as elastic IP addresses, the IP addresses have not changed. Okay, so I've run this two to three times already, and I've seen that this IP address does not change. Okay, so I've booted this. The IP address of the master node, uh, Ansible controller, basically it changes, but the IP addresses of the uh, worker nodes, they don't really change. Okay, all right. So now what we'll do is we'll start with the Ansible practical. Okay, I'll quickly just since you have all these files, all the code available in your lab manual, I'll simply go through it, what I've done, and explain you the steps. Okay, so I have installed this Ansible using these three commands. Okay, so sudo apt install ssh open ssh server. First, that is required is because we need to ssh from one instance, that is the controller, into our node machines. Okay, then ssh pass is required to enable password passing. Then we need apt install Ansible. This is basically the installation of Ansible. The other two are basically SSH and the password sharing requirements. Okay, for your Ansible to be able to install softwares. Okay, now this export Ansible host key checking. All right, you can copy this and paste it. However, sometimes it does ask you for the key. All right, even if you have disabled the key. All right, so I have done it, but see, I have installed. Okay, here you can see Ansible is already installed. Okay, and I have done Ansible host key checking equal to false. This is my Ansible controller. Okay, so 17.52 is my Ansible controller. Okay, now I'll just list out all the files and folders. And now see, there are these many files that I've created. Okay, except for this file, which is a repetition, Terraform key and Terraform key one. It's the same file with different accesses. Okay, so this is a read-only access, and this has all the accesses enabled. That is, it's all open. Okay, so key file, if you remember, has to be you know it has to be um, in a certain way, right? It cannot be too open. We made certain changes to it. Okay, on Linux as well. You have to if you are getting public key error. Okay, most of you, it should not give you public key error, but if it does, what you have to do is you have to write chmod change mode, the 400, which is read only mode, and the file name, which is terra ERRAFORM minus and then key dot pem. Okay, so this is what you should do if at all you are getting keys to public error. All right. After you do that, it won't give you any errors. All right. Then this is the inventory file, which basically has all the details of are node machines. So if I show you the contents, right? Uh, Nano inventory. Okay. So you can see over here that it contains. Alright. So it contains the details of my worker nodes. Okay, and these are the public IP addresses 11.93 and 190.117. Okay, so 11.93 is my worker one, right? 11.93 as you can see, and worker two is basically 190.117. All right, so these IP addresses I have already made these configurations. Yours will differ. Okay, after doing that, what I have done is the server user is Ubuntu and the private key is Terraform key. All right. Now this key initially won't be available to you in this particular folder. Okay, it will be available in some other folder. Okay. Terraform key, if you remember, it's the same key that we generated last time from Terraform. Yes. Uh, but I did move it into the Ansible folder. So what I did is I went back one step. That is, I went to the home folder. I went to the Ubuntu folder, inside which I created an Ansible folder, and I moved that Terraform key.pem, which you are seeing right now, into this particular folder. Okay, so it's also it is simply taken from this Terra demo folder. If you remember from last time, here it was generated over here, right? This Terraform key dot pm. It was generated. Okay. So what I did was basically I copied this file and I pasted it over there. And then after I pasted it, what I did was I simply uh, changed my I simply copied it into this Ansible folder. Okay. So now I am in my Ansible folder and I do have a list of all the files. One I showed you, right? Inventory file I showed you. Let me just walk you through the other files as well. Okay. So after disabling the host key checking, there's the inventory file which has this contents. Yours, what will differ? I have highlighted the things that will differ. That is the IP address will change and the location of the file will change. Okay, so make sure your location of the file is correct. That is the Terraform key file. Uh, except that there are two nodes. Okay, this is worker one. The label for this one is worker one. Label for the second one is worker two, as we have in the EC2 instances as well, right? Worker one and worker two have used the same name. Okay. Worker one, I have grouped this as testers. Okay. Now this group can be multiple. Okay. You can have multiple nodes under this particular group. All right. This particular tag. Okay. So it's not necessary that you have. I mean, it's definitely has no point if you have only one person in a group, right? A group is basically a bunch of people, right? But since we are only using two machines, what we have done is one we have done assigned it as tester on which we'll be installing Ansible, sorry, Selenium. The second one is integrators on which we will be installing Jenkins. All right. And the third is all systems. So just to show you that we can, have multiple uh, systems grouped into a single group. I have created this all sys group and which contains worker one and worker two. So after I have added this tag, I can just simply reuse this tag. I don't need to, define all the details over here. I can, however, define all the details, but I don't need to. Okay. So that was the inventory file, which contains the details of my instances. Then there is using ad hoc commands. All right. So ad hoc commands is basically one by one. If you want to execute instructions line by line, you can simply test those commands. Okay, as you always know that in any case in Linux and such, you always have an option of either running ad hoc commands or then writing a script. Okay, so let's try this. As I said, everything will be on Ansible, right? For now, we don't need to check the. We are trying ad hoc commands, so let's just focus on ad hoc commands first. So it says Ansible -i inventory worker one -m and ping. Okay. Now I'm very sure it will give me an error, and the reason why it will is because I did not give -l tag. Okay. So Ansible, of course, is the command itself. I did not copy super user because I already have the privileges. Minus I, after minus I tag, you have to specify the inventory file. Okay. So where should it look? What is the file that it should look for? The details of uh, the nodes which are where you are supposed to install softwares. Okay, so that is our inventory file. All right. Now inside that inventory file, do I need to search any uh, do I need to perform this activity, whichever you want to specify on a particular node or a particular group or a particular node or a group or all the systems. Okay, so how is that going to be? So that is specified by this minus I, okay, minus L. Okay, so if you specify minus L, it will override any playbook host, which we will come to later on. But basically, we specify the worker on which we want to uh, perform this activity, the node machine on which we want to perform this activity. And then what do we want to do? So we basically want to ping with a -m flag. So just -m ping or maybe just ping. Let me just see what happened. Some actions do not make sense in ad hoc command. Okay, let me just. Okay, so the command actually was right. -l tag is actually used when we are using this Ansible playbook. Okay, so that is why it said it does not make sense. If you are using ad hoc command, you should not use -l. You should directly specify what is the uh, machine on which you want to perform. So that is worker one. So see, it could successfully ping worker one. After having done that, let's try the second command. Now, observe here we are using integrators. Now, integrators is not the name of a machine. Okay, it is not the name of a machine. It is the name of, sorry, it is a name of my group. Okay, so again, in this integrators group, what do we have? We have worker 2. Okay, so that was what was pinged, and then again we have a third uh, command in which we are using all sys group, which is all systems basically. All right, and let's just perform that, and it was able to do both. Okay, let me just try something. Okay, so what I was trying was if we can replace all sys by basically all. Okay, now this all is not uh, a built-in uh, group, okay, in inventory file as we have seen it already. But if you just write all for ad hoc commands, it will take all the unique occurrences of instances, and there it will play that command whatever we are playing. Okay, now let's move on to the playbook. Very quickly we'll see all the playbooks. So we have three installations. First is of Java, second is of Jenkins, and third is of Selenium. Okay. Java, what we are doing is we are installing Java on both the machines. Okay. So here you can see it's all this become is yes for that particular machines super user. So it will become super user and it will install what OpenJDK. Okay, so name is just OpenJDK. Now this particular Ansible playbook has a structure to it. All right, when you start, there should be three dashes followed by this single dash and then space, and there should always be a name. Okay, so the name is install Java. Okay, and this is the name of the playbook. It's install Java. Uh, the outside file name is different, but what is it doing basically? All right, so install Java. Host is all systems, so all sys. You already know that it's a group over here. Yes, all sys. You can see. So host is all sys, then become yes. So we want to become super user. Then again, what are the tasks that are provided that we are performing? Okay, so the task first one we named the task as first and the only task basically. In other files we have more. So first and the only task is install OpenJDK. Now what are we doing? We are using apt tag over here. Okay, since we know that apt is used to install um, softwares on this Ubuntu machines, basically Linux machines, right? So inside that, again, we are moving two spaces inside that. And what are we writing? Name and the name of the task which is given inside APT is sorry, the name of the software, sorry, is OpenJDK 11 minus JDK. So this has to be a legit uh, software that you want to install. Okay, this cannot be anything. This name is just a uh, name given for understanding purpose. This one is the name of the software, OpenJDK minus 11 JDK, and the state is present. So basically, you just state that it should be present. All right, and apt, as you know, the command runs that runs in the background is apt install OpenJDK 11 minus JDK. So this is the command that will run in the background, and then you update the cache. All right. Then you have uninstall Java, again, which you run on all the systems. You become the super user. The super user method is become method is super user, and the name is uninstall Java. And now, in case you don't know how to basically remove or add anything, right? So in that case, what you can do is use this command tag. Okay, and the in the command tag you basically what you do is you just write that command which you would normally write in a terminal. All right, and in Linux case it will be apt get auto remove and then open jdk minus 11 jdk. So this is what you do when you don't know what uh, tag basically you should use over here. All right, APT basically works for all the softwares that you want to be present. This particular method is very simple, but in case of but there are some installations which are kind of complicated, as we'll see in Jenkins, right? So in that case, you can simply run commands line by line, one by one. Okay. Now when we come to the Jenkins playbook, all right, in Jenkins playbook, the this part is basically the same. We just give the host names. That is incorrect. That is capital I for integrators. You can also verify this. If I move on to the this part, you can see this is the integrator stack. Okay, so that is installation on capital I integrators. It's a group name and become true. And then see, these are a bunch of things that we are installing, right? So what are we doing? We are updating the cache. It's pretty simple up to the point of installation of Java, right? But then Jenkins installation differs a bit. That is the key apt key has to be added. Then the repository has to be updated, right? So the default location of Jenkins is not saved in the apt repository, right? So now you have to update that particular repository by adding the key, adding the apt repository, right? And now it might happen that you don't know this particular procedure. Okay. So what you can do is you can go to the official website of Jenkins. You can get the commands and you can just simply use this command tag and uh, add those commands just in front of it. Okay. So first try it on uh, a local machine. If it works on a local machine, it will work on a EC2 instance as well. All right. So now after updating the apt repository, now what we can do is we can just simply specify apt. The name of the software is Jenkins. I want it to be present. Okay. So now it will be what it will do is basically it will install Jenkins. Now it knows where Jenkins is, what key it is, it will require, what is the repository where I can find Jenkins and all such things, right? And then you start the Jenkins server. Okay, so systemctl start Jenkins. That is the command which will run when you run this particular tag. Okay, again here see the tag differs. The tag is not apt, it is service tag. Okay, and the command that runs in the background is systemctl start Jenkins. All right, so that is the way you install Jenkins. Then again, the uninstallation procedure is different for Jenkins. Now we are associating it with worker 2 because integrators is worker 2, right? We become a super user, then make sure that we have stop Jenkins. How do we do that? So service Jenkins and basically stop status. The state is basically stopped, right? And then install that Jenkins is uninstalled by using apt apt again. Sorry, apt tag again, and then making the state as absent for Jenkins. All right, so that's pretty straightforward. But the installation procedure was a bit difficult, right? Now, when we come to Selenium, okay, so when we come to Selenium, what we are doing is we are installing it on testers. Okay, so the testers are the group that are used. Okay, and what we are doing is we need Python plus pip. All right, so apt inside apt the name is Python 3 and Python 3 pip, and the state should be present. So what we are doing is we are installing two softwares at a time. First is Python 3. Okay, so up to now what we did see was for apt we only specified the name of one software. All right, one particular bunch of software, one set of software, and now we are specifying two set of softwares, right? The first one is being the Python 3 and the other one is pip, right? And then we want it to be present and update cache. After installing Python, what are we installing? We are installing Selenium, right? That again is done using pip. Okay, so pip install Selenium. This is the command that will run in the background in case you are wondering. So the state will be present. Okay, so again, what is the uh, in general, if you want to guess what will come over here, right? So we have seen many things, right? We have seen service, we have seen apt, we have seen pip, then again we have seen what was that, apt key, right? So in case you're wondering what will come in the tag. Okay, so my guess, okay, I don't know this for sure, but my guess is if that has a separate name, okay. So for example, if you want to install something for say you want to install Python 3, how do you install Python 3, right? You say apt install Python 3, yes, or apt get apt hyphen get install Python 3, right? So that apt is the command. So that will be the tag. In case of same goes for Python 3 minus pip, right? After having installed that, what will be used to install Selenium? So for Selenium, what will you will do is pip install Selenium. Okay. Now pip is the command that is used. So basically, pip will be the tag that is used, and the name of the software is Selenium, and the state will be pip present. All right, that is the general thumb rule. All right. Uh, well, just try it. If it does not work, please don't blame me. Okay, but this is an educated guess from me. Okay, please try your own. Okay, then we come to an installation of Selenium, which basically is done by pip. Since we install it using pip, we'll remove it using pip. Okay, and now, what are we doing here? So we can schedule playbooks to run every minute. Okay, using a cron job. All right. And why are we doing this scheduling? You might wonder, right? So scheduling is done simply because uh, see, it might happen that you have installed say Jenkins on worker 2, right? We will be installing Jenkins on worker 2. Now, after having installed Jenkins on worker 2 and we somehow shut it down, right? It might happen that someone accidentally deletes Java. That is a prerequisite for Jenkins to run. Okay. So, in case Java is deleted by someone's fault, okay, someone's error, someone mistakenly deletes Java, Jenkins will no longer be running. Okay, so that will be the case. And another case is that centrally, okay, we have the Ansible controller, which has stated that all the systems have to be consistent according to my directions. All right. So if the Ansible controller basically says that worker one has to have certain set of softwares, it is very necessary that none of those softwares are deleted. Okay, so in order to make sure that those softwares are not deleted, we have to run these playbooks again and again, okay, at intervals. So whatever we done over here, we have run those uh, playbooks every minute. Okay, so what are those playbooks? So the name of the playbooks inside the playbooks, the tasks are scheduled Java playbook, uh, the cron job, the name of the playbook is sorry, name is given is run Java playbook every 1 minute, right? The minute is given as all, that is asterisk all, and asterisk means all. Okay, in case you're wondering that I already said that dot does not mean all. Dot means current directory, asterisk means all. Okay, so job, what job should I play? Okay, so you should install java.yaml. We have already seen this installed java.yaml file over here, right? We have created those files. We have created install java, right? Install java, uninstall java, install Jenkins, uninstall Jenkins, install Selenium, uninstall Selenium, right? So what job do we want to run every minute? We want to run install Java every minute. Then again, we want to run install Jenkins every minute. All right. And then again, we want to run install Selenium every minute. So we want to make sure that these particular softwares are present on the systems that we specify them to be. Okay. Then when we have seen these successful implementations, okay, we no longer want those cron jobs to be running, but because otherwise our server will be running all the time and it will cost us more. So what we'll do is we'll simply unschedule that particular uh, those jobs. Okay, these three jobs. So what we'll do is we'll remove those jobs. Basically, the state, if we turn those states of the jobs that we created to absent, it won't be run every minute. Okay, so it will be there. Those softwares will not be uninstalled. Okay, please make sure that you understand this. This scheduling file, okay, schedule.yaml file, is basically making sure that the softwares that are installed are present on those systems. It makes sure every minute that that is the case. Okay, if we accidentally remove anything, it will basically install it again. Okay. uh, yeah, after that we simply run these files and see what are the outputs. Okay, so if we'll start with Java. Okay, now observe we are not using the Ansible command over here. We are using Ansible playbook, Ansible hyphen playbook. All right, and then we specify the inventory file as we did with the ad hoc commands as well. And now here we are not specifying the nodes. All right, in between the YAML file and the inventory file, we are not specifying any nodes, right? Sorry, the host. And why is what is the reason for that? Because if we go up to the install Java file, let's just scroll up very quickly. Okay, so you see there is all sys already present over here. Okay, so if you don't specify any host, it will take the host which is present inside. All right, and if you specify a host, it will take that particular host. It will override this particular file's host. Okay, so let's run these files quickly because we have already exceeded uh, 37 minutes, and that will be a very bulky video to upload. So let's just go to our server. Okay, this is our Ansible controller. Okay, and the command is never copied in the first attempt. Where is it? Okay, yeah. So install java.yaml. When I hit enter, it says installing, sorry, install Java. Then it's gathering the facts, that is worker 1 and worker 2 are all okay. Okay, it did not change anything because I did not uninstall Java. Okay, so I forgot to uninstall Java. So Java was already installed over there. So let me just quickly show you uninstallation of Java, and then we'll install Java once again. Okay, so now it has changed the setting. It has uninstalled Java. Now we'll see installation. Okay, let's verify that first. So this is my worker 2 and this is my worker 1. I guess it is bundled with some pre. Let's Java minus V. Sorry, Java minus version. Okay. I did install 21, but 21 is not the version inside, is it? Uh, no, nano install.java. Okay, 21 is the version. Okay. Okay, let's see over here. Okay. Okay. Okay, I guess Ansible is not even letting me uninstall it. All right, so it should have let me uninstall it. I guess this schedule file is it running? I don't know. Okay, let's basically run these one by one. All right. I'll show you the installation procedures. Okay. This is install Java. All right. Sorry. Control X. Install Java. All right. Now, since we have installed Java already, it will say it has not done anything. Uh, but it did uninstall Java, but then it again made it to a consistent state. I guess it is continuously monitoring it. All right. Then again, for Jenkins, we have to install it on the second machine, right? So install nkins, right? Jenkins.yaml file. And now let me see if there is a variation in this installing Jenkins. Okay, we are not specifying anything over here. Let me. Okay, since we are not specifying in anything over here, we did not even specify anything over here, so it took all systems. Over here in Jenkins, it will take the worker two only. All right. Uh, Jenkins was successfully uninstalled when I last checked it. So let's just verify whether it is still removed or has Ansible may did it undo the changes. Okay. So if this does not show anything, that basically means that Jenkins is not installed, which basically isn't. All right. So let's run that particular command of installation of Jenkins. It's over here. All right. So this is a command to run install jenkins.yaml file. All right. Again, I am not specifying any host. The host it will take from inside the file. All right. And the inside the file it is specified as worker 2. So it updated the cache. Then it is now installing Java. Jenkins installation basically takes time. All right. So uh, be a little patient. Do not refresh this page very often. Not until and unless it shows it has changed over here. Though it might. Okay, it did it automatically. All right. It did refresh the page automatically. But do not play with this page because if you try to do something, all right, it might give you an error. It is okay if Ansible does it, but if you try to, show some hurry, it will give you some error. All right, here you can see it already gave me an error to open port 8080. All right, so it could not open port 8080 from here, but when I checked this, all right. when it refreshed this particular page, port 8080, we were able to see Jenkins installation. Anyway, this is a part of next practical Jenkins. Then we come to our installation of Selenium. All right. So now we'll go to the third playbook. Let me see if there is any variation in the Selenium. Where is Selenium? Okay, I did not. Okay, installation of Selenium. Sorry. Uh, just scheduling. This is just scheduling. It is not. Okay, okay, I understand it now. All right. The intention was, uh, see, what I did was I should have kept this uninstallations later on. So I'll mark this as red for now. Okay, maybe in orange color for now. Okay, so these are pending for now. Let's just run this schedule first. Okay, and see what happens. Okay, so see, when we see when we saw the code for scheduling, right? The scheduling where it is here. Okay, so when we saw the code for scheduling, right here, it said that Java should be installed. So Java, because it is running Java install java.yaml, all right, it is installed on both the machines. So it will check if it is installed on both the machines. Then it will go to Jenkins. It will check if Jenkins is installed on the machine that is specified, which is worker 2. Then it will go to Selenium, which is worker 1. All right. And Selenium, if we check in worker 1, worker 1 is the one over here. All right. So if we check Selenium hyphen VERSION, it should give us command not found. So will, yeah, Selenium minus minus VERSION. And just in case we have this is not the command, we'll also put minus v over here. Okay, because I have not really checked Jenkins installation yet. So minus v, just uh, make sure, just to make sure that whichever runs. All right. Now let's basically run that particular schedule file. Okay. So let me just list out all the files and check the file name. It's schedule.yaml. Okay. So ANSIBLE minus PLAY double OK. Ansible playbook, then minus I, inventory, and then what do I want? Schedule dot YML. Enter. Okay. So now it is checking uh, local host. Why did it change the local host? Okay, I did mess up. Just three. Oh, okay. So it created a cron job over here, right? So cron job was created on the local machine, right? So let's see if Selenium is installed over here right now. It is still not. Command not found. It will not be installed over here because this one is seen to. Let's give it a minute. 21. We'll see at 30. All right. I guess we'll have to install it first, and then the cron job will make sure that it is installed. Let's check. Uh, task schedule. I did run it once again. It did schedule the playbook, but it did not run it. I don't know for what reason. It's a command not found basically. Did it install over here? No. Okay. All right. So I guess we'll have to install it first. So instead of schedule, we'll install Selenium here. So INSTALLSE, and that's Selenium. Enter. So now it's installing it on uh, the testers. Okay. So it changed the testers. It installed Selenium. Now, if I run this, why am I getting errors? Worker one is the correct one. Is this worker one? Python 3 is installed, but Selenium is not. So it did install Python. I guess it did not install it over here. See, it did not install. Okay, let's check Python 3. It has Python 3 already. Okay, let me just debug it very quickly. All right, silly me. Uh, I did not actually check how to make sure that Selenium was installed. All right, so the command is not basically that straightforward. It's pip3 show Selenium. It's not Selenium minus minus version. I just assumed that it would be the case, but it's not. All right, so as you can see over here, when I ran pip3 show Selenium, it basically gave me the version, and over here when I did, it basically showed me that installation of Selenium is not done. Now let's just try this. One thing, let's just see if it triggers something over here. So I'll just press Control L. All right, and what I'll do is simply pip uh, remove, is it pip remove Selenium. I'm not really sure of the command, but let's just try. Okay. Uh, pip install. Is it pip uninstall? I should really search for these commands, but I'm really lazy. That one works. Okay. So successfully uninstalled Selenium, it says. Now, after 1 minute, when this Ansible cron job runs, what should happen ideally is that it should install this Selenium again. All right. So now it is not found, right? And let's see if it is it if it triggers something over here, or basically if we see it in a minute or something, if it installs, right? Let's wait out a minute. It's already 42, right? uh, 21 42. That's not yet. 43. Okay, it's not yet 43. Let's try it on 43. 2143. If it does, well, the script is successful. If it doesn't, well, then the scripts needs some changes. All right. So my guess is the cron job should run. Uh, let's wait it out. It is 43. So let's check. It did not trigger anything. It should have, but it did not trigger anything over here. So I guess the cron job was not successful. All right. So anyway, let me just give it a final try. If it does not work, I'll just stop because there's just 4 minutes to be to 1 hour. All right. So it did run. I had to modify a little bit. Okay. As you can see in the background, I simply gave it to ChatGPT and then it solved the error. All right. What I did was basically, if you can see over here, all right, this was the first iteration that we run, right, where we saw everything, and then after that, basically, I ran the same playbook again, right? That was already shown. Okay, here. So cron tab -L, I basically saw all the cron jobs that were running. Okay, and those did not have uh, the absolute path. All right. So absolute path of these YAML files, it did not contain those. All right. So what I did was basically ChatGPT suggested that replace every path with the absolute path. So instead of inventory, replaced it with the entire path. Same is the case with install Java, and I guess with Ansible playbook as well. Is it? Yes, with Ansible playbook as well. Okay, so where should you find? Where should that cron tab find the Ansible playbook? Then it would find it over here somewhere. User bin Ansible playbook, and then we came on to this. So I refreshed it a couple of times and then it ran. All right, if you want, I can just uninstall it again because we already have 2 minutes, right? So let's utilize that 2 minutes in such way. Show should give us error. All right. Now it's 15:20. Sorry, 58:20. Let's go back and check at 59:20 when entire minute will have passed. Okay, let's just keep on clicking in between in case if it installs. I guess it has. No. Okay, 59 and then 20 seconds. Okay, so let's try this again. Now we have our Selenium installed. Okay, so the cron job is also running successfully. To uninstall, again, I'll have to remove these cron jobs. So I'll simply run uninstall. Sorry, control. Since I ran schedule, I'll run unschedule. This should remove all the playbooks, uh, cron jobs basically. Okay. Now it will not change this Selenium installation, right? Because we only removed the periodic updation. Okay, we did not touch this installation. Okay, so the installation will be basically when we run them one by one. So uninstall. First, we'll uninstall this what um, Selenium. Okay, so Selenium. I don't know why I'm showing it even because we'll be requiring this later on. Anyway, I'll just show it to you by removing this. So we have removed Selenium. Here, if we refresh, it's still there, right? Jenkins is still there. And when we run our remove, sorry, not here, uninstall Jenkins, Jenkins. Yeah, it should remove it from worker 2, and here it should either auto refresh or then after successful completion we'll refresh it and check if it's done. All right, so it is done. Let's refresh. Now it is nowhere to be found. And then we require these things again, right? So I'll stop over here. I'll not remove Java. I'll just, this was enough, right? So I'll stop over here and upload this video. Thank you.